Welcome to English Podcast Academy. I'm Olivia, and I want to start today's episode with a simple question. Have you ever been so nervous that your mind just froze? So nervous that it felt like every single English word you knew just disappeared. Like your brain hit the pause button, and suddenly you couldn't even say hello properly. Yeah, that feeling. I know it well, because it happened to me. And if it ever happens to you, I want you to remember something really important. You are not alone. You're not the only one who feels that way in a new country, at a new school, in a new cafe. You're not the only one who hears a question and suddenly forgets how to answer. You're not the only one who replays conversations in your head hours later, thinking, why didn't I say that? It's okay. It's part of learning. It's part of being brave. So today, I'm going to tell you a story about that exact feeling. The pressure, the silence, the heartbeat that gets louder than your thoughts, and the tiny quiet strength it takes to keep going anyway, even when you're unsure, even when you're scared. Because those moments, they don't stop you. They shape you. So take a deep breath. Get comfortable. Listen slowly. Let your mind follow the rhythm of the words. And if you miss one, don't worry. Just keep going. You're still learning. You're still here. And that means more than you think. Let me tell you about a girl named Lina. Lina had been learning English for 6 months. Not just once a week or when she had time, every single day. She watched short videos on her phone, listened to podcasts while walking to school, and whispered new words to herself on the bus. She would stand in front of the mirror, practicing sentences like, "Hello, my name is Lina," or "I like music," again and again, sometimes even laughing at her own accent. But she didn't stop. She felt ready. She thought, I can speak now. I'm improving. I just need a chance. And one day, that chance came. In class, her teacher smiled and asked, "Lina, would you like to introduce yourself to the class?" The room became quiet. Everyone turned to her. She felt her heart jump, but she smiled and said, "Yes." Her voice was soft, but she meant it. She stood up, walked slowly to the front of the room, and looked at her classmates. Rows of faces, some curious, some smiling. She took a breath, ready to speak. And then, nothing. The words were gone. All those sentences she had practiced suddenly disappeared. Her mind was empty. She couldn't remember how to begin. Her hands started to shake. Her lips moved, but no words came out. Her heart pounded so loudly, she thought everyone could hear it. She looked at her teacher, her eyes full of panic. "Sorry, I forgot," she whispered, almost too quietly to hear. The room stayed silent, but not cold, not judgmental. Then something changed. One student smiled warmly at her, nodding gently. Another gave her a little thumbs up from the back of the class. Her teacher took a step closer and said calmly, "That's okay, Lina. Take your time." Lina closed her eyes for a moment. She breathed in, slowly. Then she said, "My name is Lina." Her voice shook. Her words were small, but they were real. The class stayed quiet, but they were listening, patient, kind. "I am from Brazil," she said, this time a little stronger. I like music. The words didn't come quickly, but they came. I have one brother. I want to learn English. Each sentence was a small step, still shaking, still nervous. But she kept going. She didn't run away. She didn't give up. When she finished, she walked back to her seat. Her cheeks were red, her hands were cold. But inside, her heart felt lighter. She had spoken. Not perfectly, but honestly. That mattered. After class, as she put her books in her bag, a student came up to her. A girl she didn't know well. The girl smiled and said, "You were brave." Lina looked at her and smiled back. A real smile, a proud smile, because now she believed it too. Let's go over a few simple phrases Lina used in her introduction. You can use these too anytime you want to tell someone about yourself. My name is a classic way to start. It's clear, easy, and always correct. My name is Lina. You can practice it right now. Say your own name out loud. I am from. Use this to share your country, your city, or even your neighborhood. I am from Brazil. You can also say, I'm from Turkey, or I'm from a small town. I like music. This helps you share something personal. Change music to anything. I like dogs. I like swimming. Or I like reading. I want to learn English. A powerful sentence. It shows your goal, your reason, your heart. And it's true, isn't it? Now take your time. Say them softly, one at a time. Don't rush. You don't need to be perfect. Just be real. Be like Lina. Simple sentences. Real sentences. That's where it begins. You don't need fancy grammar. You don't need big words. You just need your voice. Even if it shakes. Even if it's quiet. Even if your heart is racing. So today, I want you to try something small, but powerful. Say one sentence about yourself in English. Just one. Maybe it's I like coffee. Maybe it's I have a dog. Or I want to learn English. Say it out loud. Whisper it if you want. Or write it down in a notebook. Or type it in the comments. It doesn't matter how you do it. What matters is that you try. And remember this. You don't have to speak fast. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be honest. Because every time you try, even just once, your English grows a little more. Your voice gets stronger. Your confidence builds, word by word, step by step. If this podcast helped you, like it. Leave a comment with your one sentence. I'd love to read it. And don't forget to subscribe for more slow, honest English with me. You're doing better than you think. And even on the days when you forget your words, I want you to remember this. Your voice still matters. Always.